no material objects have any value to me anymore anyway. I mean that I've had all my stuff bulldozed and stolen so many times that I'm just holding it until the next person takes it. I could care less. Yeah. I mean that too. And I've had some valuable things. I mean, you'll be shocked when you have millions of dollars how many friends you have. And then when you have nothing, you'll find out who your real friends are. You'll be shocked. You know, it's true. And material objects are just material objects. That's it. Not even worth it. You're wasting time.
How'd you first get to Vegas?
Greyhound bus. Had a painkiller problem after I got shot.
10 years ago, Jay was shot in the head in New Hampshire and miraculously survived. But the battle with prescription painkillers that ensued during his recovery caused him to spiral into a cycle of drug addiction and homelessness.
Can you tell us what happened with the shooting?
I got shot in the head. Yeah, I got carjacked, shot in the head in like 03. In the hospital 11 months the first time, died 3 times. I was back there in 06 for 7 months, died a 4th time. Yeah.
So you got carjacked?
Yep. I don't know why I would have argued with anybody. The car was a piece of crap anyhow. That's reality. Like I said, everything happens for a reason. Be it from God or from what you've done or whatnot, you know.
Where were you?
New Hampshire. Yep. I moved back there from here because my father passed away at 45. My mother was in a wheelchair, so I moved back there to take care of her. I got carjacked like the second day I was back there. But everything happens for a reason. I used to be hateful and derogatory about that. It changes the way you look at all this shit, but it's really irrelevant to me. I don't care. I'm the same as you or anybody else as far as how I look. It is what it is. I'm not angry or hateful towards that person in any way. I mean that. And if I could turn back time and change what's happened, I wouldn't. It's been a fun ride. You should enjoy life every day. And you know, how many people, when was the last time you walked on real grass with your shoes off and looked at the sky? Probably not very often. Probably a long time ago. You know, people don't appreciate the earth for what it is, I think, too.
So, talking more about the painkillers,
yeah,
did you get prescribed them pretty shortly after the incident?
I issued a gargantuan amount of them, yep.
Do you know which pills?
Oh, yeah, many of them. Oxycontin, fentanyl, Roxicet, Dilaudid, Demerol. Yeah, a lot. I see it like 6 Oxy 80s a day, 5 Roxicet 30s, 4 Dilaudid 8s, 4 Pert 15s, fentanyl 300 microgram patch every 3 days. I mean, I was to the point where I couldn't even sleep 4 hours. I'd be sick. I have to do pills. I did heroin to stop doing painkillers. I mean, that's not right, but it was that bad. You know, I mean, it's disgusting. And they're readily available, especially like with my medical past. I mean, I could go to the hospital right now and get a gargantuan amount of pills.
Though Jay's experience is very unique in many ways, one thing that he shared is very common among tunnel people. The constant, endless loop of trying and failing to get an ID.
Like I tried to send off for mine online, and I had the money, the credit card and everything to do it with, but then they asked me, what reason do you want it? I want it for working to show, you know, proof of who I am. And they were like, well, you need to show us proof of who you are to even for us to file it. I'm well, what sense is that, you know? Like, up here, it is impossible. I mean, unless you're a hooker and, you know, I'm just too old for that right now.
IDs aside, I was also very curious about how they powered electricity and light in the tunnels. According to the camp's electrician, Boxer, their entire community is powered by a single solar panel.
Solar panels, well, they work by the sun. You get electricity. These big ones, they throw out good current, so you can charge a battery within 1 day. It's so simple because it's just 2 wires that come out of it. One's a hot and one's a cold. All the power you need to power up where you stay at, have light, have a fan in hot days. You can cook, you can run a TV, watch movies. A lot of people throw a lot of TVs away now these days, some good ones. So we end up either selling them or we keep them.
Where'd you get this solar panel from?
Construction sites, it's just because they're cracked, they say, okay, it doesn't look good, we gotta have a nice clean glass. So they change them. Yeah. And these are perfectly great. You know, they work.
He says he got the panel from the dumpster of a nearby solar farm, where panels are immediately thrown away by workers if they find cracks, dents, or significant scratches.
How many people do you think use the electricity from this panel?
About 11 of us.
How long have you been on the streets for?
Man, I've been on the streets since I was a kid. Never thought I was gonna live to 54, but the man got plans for me, so I'm here.
You were on the streets when you were 12, bro?
Mm-hmm. I was a abused child. My mom's family didn't like me because my grandparents raised me. So my mom put me up for adoption. And
after being put up for adoption at 9 years old, Boxer entered the foster care system, mostly bouncing from group home to group home, until eventually he was kicked out and left to fend for himself, alone on the streets at age 12.
I was gonna ask you, where'd you grow up, man?
I grew up in Emerald City, the city, downtown Seattle.
From
Really?
downtown Seattle, yeah.
You know the first city sunk, right?
Yeah, back in the day, the Great
Yeah,
Seattle
we're
Fire,
built right on top of it.
1912.
We're built right on top of it. They say if we have one more bad earthquake, Seattle goes under.
Good reason to stay in the tunnels then, huh?
Exactly, for the tunnel. Like they say, what happens in the tunnel stays in the tunnel. Hey, these tunnels going deep. Some bad people down there too, you know, that escaped from prison or whatever, and they can't catch them because they're in the tunnels, you know, because it's dark. So a lot of people got to be careful when you go into a tunnel. If you see people there, you need to get permission if you can enter a tunnel, you know, because this is their home, you know. It's like me going to your home, you know. Do I just go in and enter the door? No, I'm gonna ask permission, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's the same way here. Everybody try to live that rule.
After showing me his solar panel setup, Boxer and I enter the tunnels.
When a flood comes, oh boy, it takes care of everything.
He explains that the floods are kind of a double-edged sword. While the floods do end up killing many pets and oftentimes people, they also bring in a great deal of scrap metal that washes up in the drains.
So the floods bring in like a lot of stuff you can scrap.
Right. Brings us wiring. You see, that's all that wire, that's all copper. Copper, well, that's money. They call this the six-way. This is where all our stuff comes.
What do you think's like the most valuable thing that you found down here?
Oh man, it'd be amazing. I found up to knives, I found the swords, I found the axes, I found watches, jewelry. Yeah. Hey, you learn how to survive in this kind of stuff. And that's the best thing about it, learning to survive. It's running water from the other places.
This is from one of the casinos.
Do you guys use this for anything?
Yeah, we wash clothes.
You guys take showers with this?
We take showers on the other one.
Yeah, sure. We're currently underneath Caesar's Palace. We're pretty much like in the heart of the tunnels right now. And in this area, a lot of people look for different stuff on the ground, like debris that comes in during the floods, so they can take it to the scrapyard or the pawn shop and make some money. So sometimes there's a lot of copper that flows down, sometimes motorcycles flow down, sometimes iPhones and Blackberries come down. Rolexes, apparently. What else?
Diamond rings, diamond earrings. You just find all sorts of things. Things you say, hey, I haven't seen that one for a while. Man, that's an old Atari. Wow. You know, you want to take it home, clean it up, and fix it and see what happens. Majority of the time, they'll work if they're not too banged up. Anything you find in the water, you got to let it dry.
I began to feel nostalgic for a different era, a more innocent time, when I was just a young boy with a metal detector on the shores of New Jersey, searching for hidden treasure beneath the Earth's surface. Whatever happened to metal detector guys anyway? They used to be everywhere. Perhaps they succumbed to online bullying, or reached a consensus as a community that treasure isn't real. Either way, this is a conversation for a different day. I wanted to learn more about Boxer's partner, Andy, who said she's been in the tunnel for over 6 years.
The first time I came down in these tunnels was like 6 years ago or something. If you've never been out on the streets like this, and you're just used to being in your place or whatnot, you think the worst of homeless people, because you really don't know anything about what's going on in their lives or what put them there or anything like that. Most people automatically assume they're all drunks or they're all drug addicts. I know at one time I did. That's not the case. Sometimes real things actually happen to people that put them there that they have no control over.
What do you think put you on the streets in the first place?
A divorce. My husband went back to work after he was on FMLA from work for like 10 months. Because I quit working because I had a baby in '07. And I refused to go back to work until she was old enough to go to school. My job as a mom is to raise my child. At that same time, my husband and I were kind of bumping heads, and he wasn't sure if he wanted to be married because he felt like I forced him to marry me. And so here I am.
How old's your daughter now?
Almost 15.
When's the last time you saw her?
When she was 9. I can't get hold of them or nothing. I've tried. I had talked to her a lot about her dad and I, but she already knew. She's no dummy.
What's your daughter's name?
Athena. Do you know what Athena means? Or who Athena was? She was the goddess of in battle or something like that, or love and wisdom or something. Her dad told me, as he's playing God of War, mind you,
and I was pregnant with her. He's like, yeah, let's name her Athena. I was like, are you serious? No, but it actually fits her very well. And her middle name is Lorraine, L-A-R-E-I-G-N, and that means to rule. And she's very, very good at that. She simmers down her class when they get like excited, you know, after lunch and stuff. And she's really good that way. Everybody has a different idea what addiction is. There's a lot of different reasons people are out here, and it's not always because of drugs or alcohol.
Spatula.
Spatula?
Hell yeah, pancake. I make pancakes here. I cook down here.
As we approached their living quarters, Boxer wanted to give me a tour of his kitchen setup, which honestly wasn't too bad.
This is my stove. I got my little frying pans. I'm a pothead, so this is my buddy when we smoke pot.
Oh shit, that's a bong?
Yeah,
Oh hell yeah.
I made that.
That's sick.
High good times.
Is that a real human skull?
No.
I'm just kidding.
After showing me his bong, Boxer and Andy requested that I go to the local grocery store to pick up 3 essential ingredients:
Maple sausage.
flour tacos and hamburger meat, so that Boxer could cook for us and make his signature dish, tunnel tacos.
Hey, we gotta eat good too, you know?
Yeah.
People don't think we eat good. They think we just jump in the garbage and get garbage stuff and everything. I tell them, no, we're not like that. We're just like everybody else, you know?
In the following minutes, you'll get a step-by-step guide to preparing the ultimate underground delicacy, tunnel tacos. All right, let's dive in.
I barbecue too sometimes. It all depends, you know?
Yeah. Step 1 is to locate a single paper plate to use as a cutting board.
Paper plate.
Then, you carefully slice the maple sausages into 1/4-inch slivers.
Some people like to cook, some don't. I love to cook.
Then, use your fingers to break up the meat. If you're serving more than 2 people, break open another box of sausages.
Down here, well, it's kind of difficult. Depends, you know, if you got gas, you go ahead and do it. But if you don't got gas, you have to go get firewood.
Okay, it's time to put it all on the grill.
Yeah.
So flip the plate. Then, steadily mix the sausages until the pink turns brown. And then once you smell the thick aroma of maple syrup, add hamburger meat. And using a spatula, mix the sausages and the hamburger meat together, allowing the maple syrup molecules to percolate into every last cell of beef.
All you do is just let it fry. The flavor goes into the meat. Smell the maple. There you go.
Allow the meat to stew for about 2 minutes. Then, using a separate pan, heat up the flour tortillas. And assuming that you don't run out of propane, nothing else drastic happens, it'll be taco time. Scoop the meat into a tortilla and eat up. It's delicious.
My first tunnel taco. Made straight from the house.
Oh, and I forgot. Rule number 1. Don't think about germs, bacteria, or other foodborne illnesses.
babe.
They aren't real.
That was bomb, dude. Thanks.
It
I
is.
appreciate it.
Quick, simple, easy to go.
Yeah.
Boom. You got your nice flavor. You have to throw all this ingredients in it.
Yeah.
With the flavor of the beef and the flavor of the maple sausage.
My only request is that if you make this at home, for yourself or for
The
company,
juices are so good.
give credit where it's due. The Rio Tunnels. As I relaxed and digested the tacos with Boxer and Andy, Glenn, who first brought me into the tunnels the night before, sat down to kick it. Earlier, he'd mentioned that he'd be out of the tunnels by the weekend,
I'm actually leaving there. This week I should be out of there.
but he was still there. I wondered what happened.
So do you plan to stay here in the tunnels?
You know, I'm getting out this week.
Where are you going?
Inside, hopefully inside and forward, and to get a job, get my ID. I've got no. I mean, this is it. This is the deadline. I got to get back on the streets and get my life back together because I can't do it. For many reasons I want to do it. You know, I want to get back in touch with my children. You know, back into their lives. I hope. And get my shit together. My daughter. The last time I talked to her was her 16th birthday, and I went to jail. I was supposed to wire her some money. I made some money on the strip selling water, but when I stayed for $5 more, I needed. I wired her this money, and cop got me and arrested me. I had no bail bench for it, and he didn't want to take me to jail when he found out that I was supposed to do that with my daughter, because she must have had a daughter. But he couldn't do nothing about it because no bail bench board. I have to go in. He already called it in, and I have to go to the judge. The judge looked at it she said I had 124 prior trespasses and slapped me with 2 6-month sentences for a year for trespassing, a year in county for trespassing. So he told me, well, what makes you feel any better? I won't take your money. It'll be there when you get out and you send it to her. I said, it's already too late.
Yeah.
You know, she was supposed to go on this trip for her birthday and Daddy let her down again. I said, she probably won't ever talk to me again for the rest of my life. And haven't talked to her since. She just turned 23, but she has reached out a couple months ago to a friend of mine on Facebook twice.
Well, man, I think if everything, you're saying works out, like if you get out of here, you get a spot, you get a job, I can definitely see you reintroducing yourself to your kids' lives, man.
Oh, absolutely. That's all. The main thing I want to do is my kids. That's all I ever wanted to do in my life was watch my kids grow up. And unfortunately, it was something that was taken from me.
I found Glenn's notion that the ability to be there for his kids was taken from him by an external force to be somewhat strange. After all, he is a human being with free will, and he said his 23-year-old daughter had tried to find him on Facebook multiple times. But it seemed like there was something deeper within Glenn that was stopping him from taking that step and keeping him underground.
Everybody has a traumatic experience and got them here in one way or another. Something very, very traumatic has gotten them here. And to get out of that here, it's not an easy task. It's almost impossible without having someone behind you, a sponsor or a family member that really cares. And you got to have someone there behind you, backing you up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just losing. I haven't seen nobody ever do it on their own by themselves. It's an impossible task.
This in mind, I wanted to figure out how I could help Glenn in a real, tangible way. My first idea was to take him to the DMV and get him an ID, but apparently there was a 3-month wait time for appointments.
You got to have a phone. You got to make an appointment. It's 3 months wait. I mean, to wait that 3 months. I mean, but what am I going to do from now to 3 months? You know what I mean?
So I figured the next best thing would be to help him earn some income, which unfortunately would be very difficult. His primary hustle, selling water on the Strip, had already landed him in county jail for a year, and so any future arrests would lead to automatic jail time and also thousands of dollars in fines. And his secondary hustle, scrapping, was also now impossible after Champion Recycling, the closest scrapyard to the Rio tunnels, began requiring ID after a news expose revealed that prolific metal thieves were using their scrapyard to sell stolen copper. But I have an ID and also no warrants in Las Vegas, so that meant that I could be his middleman at the scrapyard. And so we made plans to meet the next morning.
Good morning, Las Vegas. We are tracking breaking news.
Las Vegas reached its hottest day ever on record yesterday, a fiery 117 degrees. Woo.
What is this stuff?
That is copper, right? It's low. That's LG. It's low-grade copper. It's just got the copper in the middle. You strip it.
How much do you think we're gonna be able to get?
For this?
Yeah.
I believe it's 70 cents a pound. I think we got 100 pounds, I'd say.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, this is a good 60 pounds here.
Yeah?
He probably got another, close to 100 pounds.
Hell yeah.
These are brass door handles from Caesar's Palace.
Straight from the palace.
Yep, it's my favorite place.
In addition to perhaps 100 pounds of low-grade copper, Glenn also scored about 40 brass door handles from the dumpster of Caesar's Palace. After a quick drive to the scrapyard, we began loading up our metals into a rolling plastic blue dolly.
You don't want to stay still.
To my surprise, Glenn also scavenged a small bag of high-grade wire, which is even more valuable than copper.
That is number 1, and underneath it is HG, which is high-grade wire.
So what do they use these stuff for?
This is for like electrical, right in up to the wall, your wall sockets and stuff. Everything's got a different price to it. Brass is about $2 a pound, so is number 1. The rest is like 70 cents a pound, I think.
Cool.
But we'll see how much we got here.
After loading up our dolly, we rolled it over to the weighing station, which is where workers tell you how much your load is worth.
We're at Champion's Recycling. We're taking our scrap in, trade it in for money.
How much money do you expect to get from this load?
I hope $100. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more.
You want to borrow my ID and make sure it works?
Absolutely. If we can do that, then you'll be in the system in case you ever want to come here yourself.
for sure. So you said most people from the tunnels make their money this way.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, most of them. Yeah.
Do the scrapyards care if like the copper is like stolen or stripped or whatever?
Oh yeah, of course they do. Yeah.
How do they tell?
They can't really. Once it's stripped, all the numbers are off it and everything, so they really can't tell.
So nobody's ever gotten in trouble like bringing stolen copper here before?
I believe they have actually. Yeah.
Police say these are photos of him scrapping metal. Arrest documents say Warrens sold more than 3 tons of metal between December and May for 23 grand, and say there weren't any receipts.
$20,000 worth of copper.
Yeah. Where do you think they got that from?
The telephone poles, Jetty poles, he said, I think. Never stole my copper or anything like that. I don't do that. And I'd rather do it the hard way and not get in trouble. I've never been in prison. I don't plan on going.
Soon, they called our number and we approached the weigh station.
What's up, man? You sweating, huh?
Immediately, they asked for a valid ID.
You said valid ID?
And after checking my ID, they told me I had to register into their online system so they could keep track of my transactions.
So you have to have ID to scrap here? Cool.
And after finally weighing our metals, they printed out an itemized receipt to tell us how much we'd earned.
All right, so we're looking at $54.73.
See that? A lot less than I thought it was.
Pretty good though, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel happy with this amount?
Nope. I'm not happy at all with it. I was expecting much better.
Hey, want to cash this in? No? Yeah. Do you have to have ID to scrap here? Okay. How come? Required by the state.
Yes, it is.
After providing an official signature and getting my fingerprint taken, I was officially in the recycling system. And out came $53 of cold hard cash with Glenn's name on it.
Here you go.
All righty. Good job, guys. That's good days, bad days paid.
How do you plan to spend that bread?
I'm going to go get some clothes, some shorts and stuff for the summer. I got nothing. This is hot as heck. This is what I'm planning on doing.
To my delight, Glenn told me he'd received some great news. Despite the Nevada DMV typically having a 3-month wait time for an appointment, they decided to open up on Saturday at midnight for walk-in appointments only.
The agency recently started offering Saturday walk-ins for new residents.
Glenn was told the line would open at midnight on Saturday night and that doors would officially open at 6 a.m. on Sunday morning. So this meant that if I could accompany him as a housed co-signer, Glenn could get an ID.
We should try and get to the DMV super early on Saturday.
Saturday, yeah, at midnight I'll be in line.
Okay.
You don't have to be there at midnight, but I'll be there at midnight.
All right.
Make sure I get in.
I told Glenn to meet me around 2 a.m. on Sunday morning and to bring as many friends as he wanted. He brought along 2 people I'd never seen before, but also who hadn't had ID in over a decade.
So this is the last form of ID that you have? Yeah. Expired 2014. So you're solid 9 years. Your shit expired. This expired in 2009. Dude, that's almost 2 decades. Like, solid 15 years, no ID. Hey, so Glenn, what's the plan for those who don't know right now?
Tonight, we're gonna go wait in line at the DMV till they open up in the morning. Because they take walk-ins on Saturdays and hopefully get our ID.
When we arrived to the DMV on Flamingo Avenue at 3 a.m., there were already hundreds of people lined up waiting, some sitting in camping chairs, others just laying on blankets, all lined up in front of this empty DMV office, awaiting the rare opportunity to apply for an ID without a 3-month wait.
So it's 3:18 a.m. We're here at the DMV in Vegas. There's about 150 people in front of us in line, already lined up. What time does it open up?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. And so you guys are all gonna apply to get IDs?
Yeah, I hope so, yeah.
Do you expect there to be any issues?
I do. I don't.
This apparently was Glenn's first time ever going to the DMV, but his friends, on the other hand, had came here on Saturday for the walk-in opportunity 3 separate times and gotten rejected each time.
I mean, really, what the heck is going on here at the DMV? Everybody needs a license. Why is it so freaking hard? Is it this hard in Norway? Isn't there some alternatives? Let's find out.
To get a better idea of the sheer desperation at hand, I figured I'd interview the first guy in line, who told me he'd been there since 9 p.m. the night before.
Yeah, this is my 4th week right here at the DMV just trying to get my ID. It expired, and you got to go through hell trying to get ID right here. Without ID, you can't do nothing in this town. I won a jackpot at the Eureka on Sahara and Sherwood.
Nice.
And they wouldn't give it to me because I didn't have ID. It was over $1,200, so they said, go get your ID and we'll hold your jackpot. When you come back, we'll have it for you. So today's the day I'm going to get it.
So this is your 4th attempt. How come the first 3 attempts didn't work?
Because there were so many people, they turned me away.
After 5 more hours of waiting, the line finally began to move.
How invisible! Please stand in one single file line, one person after the other.
How's the current confidence level about getting the ID?
Yeah, we feel good that we can do it, but
some way I'm going to talk her into it if I have to.
I mean, I think if he fills out the forms that they request, like the homeless form.
Normally, in order to get an in-state ID, you have to present a piece of mail with your name on it to verify your in-state home address. But you can get around this by officially declaring homeless status, as long as you have a co-signer who has an in-state residency. And thankfully, Larry Susan is a Nevada man, so he listed his home address as Glenn's address. So soon, we were in, and sat for about a half an hour waiting for our ticket number to be called.
Counter number 8. Now serving G084 at counter number.
As a brief side note, there's almost no place on earth as miserable and spiritually draining as the Department of Motor Vehicles. I wonder if the workers also feel this way. Either way, that's a story for a different day. Soon, Glenn's number was called, and the process was actually more straightforward than I thought it would be.
For my ID, I didn't have no documents. He has the paper, I believe.
They asked Glenn a couple questions.
Were you born outside of the United States?
No.
Gave him a temporary ID slip, and said we were almost good to go. All we had left to do was take a picture.
Oh, hell yeah. Are you gonna smile for the picture or what?
I thought I was going to be able to skip that one. I might break the camera.
Smile!
Alrighty, thank you very much.
I could hardly believe it. The process was finally almost complete.
2 weeks in the mail.
In 10 to 14 days in the mail, we'd received Glenn's fresh new ID.
You played it pretty straight-faced for that ID picture.
Yeah, I did.
You gotta play it tough.
Yep, that's right.
If you're smiling and you get pulled over, you're fucked. Right back to county.
Right?
Even just holding his temporary paper ID, I could sense that Glenn felt truly accomplished and like a new future was ahead.
Have it right there, man.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go Monday and get my birth certificate. See about getting housed and find a job, man. Quickly. Get my feet back on, ground. Get back into society. Quit hanging around with all the fucking dope heads.
Aren't you gonna miss the tunnels, bro? It's pretty
No,
nice.
no, I ain't gonna miss it one bit. Not at all, buddy. Once I'm inside, I won't even go back to visit.
You're not gonna go chill with Boxer from time to time?
No, because they're not gonna be there either. They're getting out of there too.
See you soon.
Yes, yes.
I told Glenn that I'd be back in exactly 10 days with his ID. He told me that in the meantime, he'd stay sober and look for housing.
And look who's watching all this shit go down with that shit-eating grin looking down at us. Voted top lawyer. Voted by who? A bunch of fucking yahoos with IDs? All right, here we are at the post office right here, where allegedly inside is a letter containing Glenn's fresh ID. Straight from the Nevada Department of Motor Vehicles, delivered to me directly from the state's capital, Carson City. Here we go, baby. I can feel the plastic in here. This is a huge moment. I hope nobody fucking finds out that I have a P.O. box here in Vegas and comes and sends me weird stuff, but what can you do? We need some ASMR for the sound of the envelope opening. I feel like that's a gratifying sound to people above 50. It means good news. Oh shit. There he is, Glenn Carl. His full name, I didn't know that. Brown eyes, 140 pounds, born in 1965, 4 years before the Summer of Love, 1 year after the Civil Rights Act was passed, in the dawn of the Cold War. Honestly, this alone is teaching me so much more about Glenn that I didn't actually know. It's Glenn with 2 N's, and his middle name is Carl. You know where we have to go now? My favorite place on earth. Yes, the tunnel opening next to the Rio. Let's roll.
As I approached the tunnels with Glenn's ID in hand, I felt an altruistic sense of gratification that I didn't feel from my previous videos, which covered the streets of San Francisco and Philadelphia. And here's why. Content culture as a whole, and the way that it's capitalized on the housing crisis by way of making YouTube videos about horrific homelessness is depressing, and I feel complicit in it, and no longer want to use the motif of raising awareness as a justification for inserting myself into the misery of others for the public spectacle, and instead want to make documentaries that actually show you how to help, and hopefully motivate viewers to try what I did in their own communities, ideally with the cameras off.
Hey, Glenn. Yo, Glenn. I don't know if he's here. Hey, Boxer. It's Andrew. I got Glenn's ID. You seen him? All right. Let's wait for them out here. Hey, Glenn.
Very quickly, Glenn appeared, wearing short shorts and rolling a suitcase.
What's up, dude? What's up, brother? How you doing? Good to see you, dog.
Hey, too, man.
Bro, check it out. Got your shit, man.
Ah, there we go. Right on, brother.
That's a good picture of you, bro.
Oh, yeah. Shit, that's bad. Shit, that's horrible.
What's been up, dog?
Nothing, just working.
Yeah?
Make some money, that's it.
Where you been working at?
Selling water on the street.
Fuck yeah, the classic hustle, bro. I'm stoked the ID came so fast.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a game changer.
You might not be able to tell through the camera, but talking to Glenn there, he seemed guilty about something, and probably not something that he'd want to admit directly to a camera. So I had Susan stand far away so I could talk to Glenn in private.
Any new updates? Anything interesting happened recently down here?
Nah, nothing. Everybody's just been so hot. Everybody's just hiding.
Yeah.
Miserable. That's about it. Haven't been behaving.
You haven't been?
No.
What you been doing?
Just a little bit of mess. Not much. A little bit. It's right in front of you. It's hard, you know, not to say no. That's why I got to get out of here. Just get in a place and get a job. Tomorrow I got to go to Social Security. That I got to do. That's it. My sister's supposed to come down and see me.
Oh, she answered your text?
Yeah.
Glenn told me that his best friend growing up was his older sister, who more or less abandoned him after he began using hard drugs heavily a few years ago. For the past 2 years, he's been trying to get in touch with her, but she never responded, up until she figured out he was taking the steps to get an ID.
She responded to your text?
Oh, yeah. I talked to her on the phone.
What did she say?
A couple times. Not much. She was glad I was getting ID and all that.
That's cool. You haven't talked to her in forever, right?
It was 2 years.
He asked if he could use my phone to call her, which I said, of course.
Hello?
Hey, sis.
What are you doing calling from Seattle, Washington?
Oh, I just flew down here for a day or two. Nah, I'm actually using someone else's phone. I just got my ID today. Yeah. I thought you were coming down to see me.
Yeah, as soon as I got time.
As soon as you got time, what are you so busy doing?
Working.
Oh, it's about time. That's what I want to do, work.
I'm always fucking working, but I'm always fucking broke. I don't get it.
That's the thing. More you work, the less money you have.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just called to let you know that I didn't have my phone and I got my ID.
Okay. Well, I'll try to get down there in the next couple days.
Okay, you said that last week.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bro.
Bye, love you.
Bye. Love you more.
Yeah, that's my sister. She's a year and 3 days older than me.
What kind of job are you trying to do?
I'll do anything for it now, you know.
Yeah.
I would like to go in the grower and do some clipping. Learn how to grow weed. Start growing my own shit when I get inside.
Yeah. Well, I hope the ID helps a little bit at least.
Oh, it will. It's a game changer. You'll see. In a couple of days, I'll be totally different. You won't even recognize me.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think I'll be able to recognize you, man.
Well, you might be, yeah. You'll be able to recognize me. I'm tired of fucking being dirty like this for me. I can't stand it.
You still up for doing like a program or?
Well, kind of, yeah, but I'd rather not, you know. The meetings and shit, groups and shit like that. Like, I want to fucking tell everybody my problems and that I don't know, or listen to everybody else's problems, cry, and, you know. If they didn't have them, you know, the programs and the curfew, I wouldn't mind. I can quit without it, you know. Yeah. Just need to get out of here, that's it. Once I'm out of here, wouldn't even care.
Yeah.
Smoke some weed every now and then. I like smoking weed.
Well, shit, bro. Anything else you need from us, man?
Huh?
You need anything else from us in general? Are you good?
I know, I'm good. You can call in the morning.
All right, Glenn.
I left Glenn feeling proud, but somewhat disheartened, hearing that he was back smoking meth and wasn't willing to enter a program or a sober living. After all, outside of progressive cities like Seattle and Portland, sobriety is typically a requirement for free housing. I guess I had an expectation that Glenn would undergo some kind of instant, overnight transformation after this new reality set in, and that the ID was the only thing actually holding him back from living a normal life. But I know that change is gradual, sometimes non-linear, and above all, must be self-directed, and that no amount of external pressure can actually make someone turn the page. They must do it themselves. People recover at their own pace, and all we can do is provide them with support and compassion. As they said at a harm reduction facility I once visited in San Francisco, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And oftentimes, for people trapped in the cycle of shame that accompanies drug addiction and homelessness, the harder you push for them to make the changes that you think they should make, the harder they end up pulling away. And so I sincerely hope that along with his new ID and positive, re-established communications with his sister, Glenn can take the steps to get himself out of the tunnels. But if he doesn't, I have to make peace with that. I'm also not a social worker, and I've never been homeless or addicted to hard drugs. There's people a lot more qualified than me who do this kind of work that I did every single day with no cameras rolling, motivated only by their desire to help. And those are the people who I really want to extend a platform to. This is Robert Banghart, a former tunnel dweller himself, who is now the outreach director for a nonprofit called Shine a Light, the only organization in Las Vegas exclusively devoted to serving the underground community.
My name is Robert Banghart. I'm the outreach director for Shine a Light. We are at our offices right now, and essentially what we are is an outreach and case management foundation. So we develop relationships with the homeless community through simple acts of kindness, going out every week, and just building the friendships and the trust, and then offering a way out. And once they offer that way out, then we walk them through the process for the next 2 years, helping them rebuild their lives. It's our basic bag: granola bar, water, socks, some wipes, toothbrush. We tend to hand out this stuff individually. Batteries, AA, AAA, flashlights, obviously massively important. Narcan, obviously we just talked about the fentanyl. Tend to be 400 milligrams. We're going up to 800 to cover for the fentanyl because it's so massive.
What do you think is the main factor that leads people into the tunnels?
I don't know if there is one main factor. I think everybody tries to put it into a box. I think there's so many different ones. I think the biggest ones, obviously, addiction, mental health, trauma, you know, some bad luck. You know, I mean, the economy that we live in today. Something that I've always kind of rested my head on is that, you know, what is it, like 70% of the country lives paycheck to paycheck? So that means 7 out of 10 people that you know in your life right now could be homeless in a month. It's a scary number.
Yeah. How long did you live down there for?
I was homeless for 5. I lived in tunnels for about 2.5. For me, the tunnels was very much like a place to hide. I mean, it was very dark. It was very like separated from everything, and it gave me like this illusion that I had some kind of safety. Like I had a ceiling over my head, right? Like I had this roof over my head, whatever it was that I was telling myself in the moment. And they were a little less traveled, obviously. Like people weren't coming in and out like on the surface. Like I was on the surface for a long time, and it was always like the randomness of like people. You know what I mean? You just didn't know. But in the beginning, there was structure. There was somebody that was the guy you went to. You had an issue, you had a problem, the whole 9 yards. And by the end, it was just kind of like, do as you will. The story that I always tell is I was, you know, I don't even know how long I was homeless for. I'm walking down the street, middle of the night, it's dark, and I look to my left and I hear clinging, and it was just 3 people having a sword fight. I mean, full on, you know what I mean? And I was like, and at that point, I'd been out there so long, it didn't even shock me. You know what I mean? I looked at it, and it wasn't like, if I saw that today, I'd be like, staring, oh my God, I can't believe it. Yeah. I just looked over, I saw it, and I just kept walking.
Were they making contact with the swords?
Oh yeah.
So people were getting sliced?
I mean, it was serious. That's all I know.
How many people do you think like live in the tunnels right now in Vegas?
I think the number that we're usually pretty comfortable with is about 1,500. Obviously, that number fluctuates. You know what I mean? They're very transient. Not everybody stays, but about 1,500. You got 600 miles of tunnels in Las Vegas, so the overall, that's about 10% of the homeless population in Las Vegas.
So, what does the process of pulling someone out of the tunnel actually look like?
All right, so let's say you say, Rob, I want to get help. I'm ready to go. We have beds waiting for us in detox. A lot of us work in treatment, so we have beds waiting for us every Saturday in detox. We send the referral through, we pull you, drive you right there, we wait with you, we walk you to the front door, we do the paperwork with you, we hand you off to our community partners who are our friends. You know what I mean? We know them very well. They know us. They probably volunteered here. They go through detox 3 to 5 days, standard, depending, and then from there we transition them into a treatment center, 90 days, engage them in treatment, PHP, intensive outpatient, outpatient, 12-step, you know, whatever pathway to recovery they decide, you know what I mean?
Patients also see a licensed social worker who helps them come up with an aftercare plan.
The entire time they're getting case managed by the facility and then also us as a stopgap. So any roadblocks they run into, we're able to come in and fill those to complete the process for them.
I could hardly believe that this entire time, just a few blocks away from the Rio tunnels, was a well-funded nonprofit that offered free meals, free housing for 90 days, subsidized inpatient treatment, and complete case management to any tunnel dweller that wanted help. But it sort of makes sense. Unlike the controversial harm reduction centers in San Francisco, which provide access to clean needles, crack pipes, and even fresh foil to drug users, Shine a Light has an abstinence-based outreach model, meaning if you want their help, you have to commit completely to detoxing from drugs, and many just aren't ready.
Of the people that you pull out, what percentage do you think end up going back into the tunnels?
There's a stat that we had for our last event. It was of the people that complete detox, 70% stay. Once they've gotten through detox and engaged in some treatment, about 70% stay.
And what percent complete detox?
It's about 66%, ballpark.
Shine a Light is also partnered with several employers around the city, and so after treatment, they directly set their patients up with jobs, which usually means entry-level positions in and around Las Vegas.
I mean, we're talking anything from customer service to retail to warehouse, you know what I mean, like Walmart, you know, all the basic jobs you would get like if you were coming out of high school. But like at the same time, a lot of these guys are skilled, had careers, and can go back to them, right? On some level, so they don't need those entry-level jobs, you know what I mean?
What role does having a valid ID play in this whole situation?
It's important. I think what I see is that out there they tend to gravitate towards things, right? Oh, I can't get off the streets because I don't have an ID. But we're missing the whole underlying idea, right? Like, you've got addiction, you've got mental health, you have trauma, you have these things that we need to address. While you're doing that, we'll get you your IDs, right? If I handed every single person on the streets an ID right now, how many would be off the streets tonight? None. So it's not the problem, you know what I mean? The problem is their coping mechanisms, their thinking, their thought processes, right? The things that have happened to them. How do we walk them through that? How do we engage them? Because they've been so disassociated for so long, right? The ID is important. It's a benchmark, 100%, right? It gives you a certain amount of pride. I have an ID. It makes you feel like you're a part of the community, 100%, right? But that's not the underlying issue, right? Like that's the Band-Aid on top.
A lot of people that we talked to down there, almost everybody that we talked to, only one had an ID, and the rest said, oh, I can't do anything, I have to stay here because without an ID I can't apply for housing and I can't take advantage of some of the state and government funded programs, and we can't, you know, legally take anything to the scrapyard and make money, and we can't, you know, get day jobs because nobody will let us work without ID. And they make it seem like that's the only thing that's keeping them down there.
Is that a roadblock in certain ways? 100%. Is that the thing that's keeping them down there? No, I don't believe so. It's just my opinion, right? Like, if I'm motivated and you offer me 90 days in treatment and you're gonna help me get a job, I'm gone.
So they don't need IDs to come here?
No, never. None of them have IDs.
So you'll get somebody a job
100%.
And give them a place to live
100%.
With no ID?
100%. Here's the deal. You're gonna go through 90 days of treatment. While you're in treatment, you're getting your ID.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if you're in Hawaii, whatever state you're in, we're getting it. It's a done deal. Like, that is the easiest part of the process. Birth certificate, we'll get your social. Social will take longer because it's by mail, but it's free, it's coming. You don't need a social security card to work. Your ID is easy, super easy. Birth certificate first, always birth certificate first, because you need that to get the ID, right? You need to get the other items, but it's easy. And while you're doing that, you're not paying anything for the 90 days. Everything is taken care of. After those 90 days, we put you in a sober living for 90 days. That's 180 days you don't have to worry about paying a single bill.
Do you think a lot of them kind of like being down there?
I can't speak for everybody, right? Like, was there a period of time when I enjoyed being down there? Yes, I did, because I was out of control. I was able to do whatever I wanted to do, and things were going well, right? But then eventually the time comes, right, where it wears out. And I don't know how to get out anymore. I don't know what to do, and I'm just lost. That's the trauma, right? My world has become this small. It's all I know. And everything starts to seem monumental, right? Then it's the ID. That's the reason why. It couldn't be that I can't get out, right? It's got to be the ID. It's got to be, I can't leave this dog, or I can't leave this friend, or this or that, right? Like, there's always a reason that's blocking them from coming out. But I can't tell you how many people have, like, just walked away from it all and come in and done it.
So you think they hold these roadblocks, purposely in front of them to say, oh, I can't do this because I have this monumental issue that I have to work through, because deep down they enjoy the comfort and routine?
Whether it's enjoy or they're just used to, right? Like, I'm kind of cautious to use the word enjoy because it's just what they're used to. It's what they know. If it takes 21 days or whatever it is to develop a habit, and you've been out there for 10 years, it's ingrained. As miserable and as hellish as it looks to us from the outside, it's what they know.
Do you know Glenn?
I do.
Have you tried to help Glenn before?
100%. Glenn's never come out.
How come?
A lot of those guys are in that particular tunnel are old timers. They've been out there for a long time. You know what I mean? So I think at some point you just accept it, right? And we're just still working on our way, trying to figure out how to crack that show. You know what I mean?
What is the way?
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. There's one-off way, right? We just focus on kindness, and every time I talk to them, we make sure that we're sitting with them, we're meeting just like this, eye to eye. You know what I mean? I'm not standing over them and constantly looking for little ways to get in. You know what I mean? Like, there's, on my route, there's people that, like, when they see me, they come out with their fists up. They're like, come on, Rob, today's the day. Because they know I like to joke around. So they joke, we have this banter, right? That's been built up over years, right? My thing with them is, like, I tell them, like, you're gonna call me, right? He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah. You're always playing hard to get. You're never gonna call me. You know what I mean? Like, but I couldn't say that till if I went to another route where they don't know me, I wouldn't say that. You know what I mean?
Have you tried to help Boxer or Andy before?
100%.
I'm not sure why he didn't mention this, but beyond trying to get Boxer and Andy into treatment, he actually saved both of their lives by spearheading a 28-hour tunnel rescue.
A stunning survival story tonight after one community group says a couple spent at least 28 hours in the water after being washed away in a flood tunnel near the Rio on Friday.
We are told both ended up being safe. The group Shine a Light, which goes into tunnels to offer support and resources to those living here, discovered a couple floating down a flooded tunnel on a mattress.
At first they thought they were going to be okay, then something hits their mattress, they wake up, they realize it's too late, and now they're floating down.
As the rope rescue was taking place, the couple had already floated down the tunnel under Caesar's Palace.
They got off the mattress, they had two cats. The gentleman grabbed his wife, obviously she was not very strong, so he had to hold her, and finally he found a spot where he could grab something and hold on. They just sat tight.
Sat tight and held on to something sticking out, maybe a pipe, for a stunning 28 hours, not being able to move. When the water finally calmed down, the couple walked back up the tunnel where they entered it.
The nonprofit Shine a Light offers people in tunnels a life out of the tunnels if they want it, with immediate substance abuse treatment, help with housing, help with a job.
100%.
You try to give them a job, house?
Same offer, always the same offer. You know what I mean? And talk to them, spent hours with Boxer. The kittens, I mean, non-stop, nothing.
Yeah. What can you tell us about Jay?
My name is Jay. I've been down here like probably 9 years.
Just been out there for a long time, you know what I mean? And just not really willing to accept the help for whatever reason. It's unfortunate because it's pretty close to our hearts. You know, we've been visiting him for the better part of 6-7 years now, you know what I mean? And we've kind of watched him decline, but you know, we just pray that he comes out someday, hopefully. Come on, dude.
There is nothing that.
Perfect, let's go. There's nothing holding you back. Let's go.
A total change of life. 100%. And this is
a positive change.
No, you're exactly right. 100%. I agree with that too. I really do. Because money and stuff like that.
Jay, let's go.
When you say unwilling to accept help, what do you mean by that?
I mean, we've tried from every angle. You know what I mean? Every angle. We've offered him everything. We've talked to him hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times, explained it to him, like, just, I mean, there's really nothing else we can do other than tackle him, you know what I mean?
He told me that he's been waiting for his ID for 10 years.
For 10 years I've been trying to get my ID. I'm still ID-less.
Yeah.
Comes in, it could happen in 30 days. I've told him that 1,000 times. Think about this, what's the biggest anxiety in your life right now?
Probably rent.
Never have to worry about that ever again. Never. Just that alone right? Never paying a bill. You don't ever have to be anywhere ever again on time. There's a certain twisted freedom in that, right? There's a twisted freedom that you've let go of society. You've just let go. And you're living very primal, very what's next, what's next. There's not a whole lot of planning, right? All that, it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, I lived in an RV for maybe 2.5 years, and there was something sort of exhilarating about knowing that, okay, if I have this and I can pay for gas, I never have to check into a hotel, never have to pay rent, never have to check in with anyone. I can just go to a parking lot and sleep here tonight, somewhere else tomorrow night. And there is something that's like, I wouldn't even call it twisted for myself, because obviously I wasn't what they would call homeless, but you know, I still didn't have a house or an apartment or a place to go back to. I didn't have running water, didn't have showers, showering at Planet Fitness, going to different gas stations every day and surviving off beef jerky and mixed nuts. I felt like I had escaped this society's matrix or something. And I would see people going to work every day and think, thank God that's not me. And if you think about, for Jay, like, have you tried to get him a place before or a job?
We have told him we have a job lined up for him. Once he completes treatment, we've taken him to treatment. He doesn't stay. Not yet, you know, we'll keep working on it.
You ever get frustrated?
I mean, I think it's part of human nature, right? Like, I want the best for them because I know what's on offer for them, but like, it's that balancing act of understanding that, like, I don't really play a part in that piece of them getting to a place where they're willing to accept help. I don't, right? Like, they have to get there. I'm just going to keep showing up and keep offering it and keep looking for ways to poke at them and tell them that I love them, and be that safe space when they're ready.
I guess they'd have to really, like, digest the first step.
100%.
Just be like, I'm powerless. I can't help myself.
Yeah, and let's be fair, like, there's no part of them that doesn't understand that, right? They understand that. It's just, they don't want it yet. I understood I was powerless forever. I even understood my life was unmanageable. I just didn't want to stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't a thorough first step experience, right? It was like 95. I still thought, like the jaywalker, I thought it would be different this time. Just one more time.
I think it takes a truly, like, horrific, disastrous life experience for you to actually want to be sober and enter recovery. At least for me it did. I was like, I had to hit a point where I was like, I have to stop or my life is gonna actually fall apart. Sometimes you know you have one shot left.
Yeah.
And that's not to say you wish something bad would happen to anyone, but until I think they reach a moment where they're like, holy shit, I'm gonna die if I don't get clean, or at least fade into oblivion somehow, I don't think they'll do it.
3 people tried to murder me, succeeded, and I was brought back to life. Like, that's what it takes for a guy like me to get sober. So who am I? Who am I? You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to other people's experience, I don't know, right?
Robert says his journey into sobriety began when he was attacked by 3 men in the tunnels.
3 guys attacked me, axe, that's what all this is. Hit me with an axe, I got a dent in my skull, stabbed me in the leg, the whole 9 yards. Broke the jaw, lacerated liver, swelling of the brain, and dragged me on the train tracks, left me for dead. It's a couple 100 feet from my tunnel. I'm laying dead in the train tracks, the cops show up, they drag me off, they revive me. Train comes. They revive me, I wake up, I'm screaming, they give me a shot of morphine, I die again. And I wake up in the hospital 3 days later. I wake up on my life support, I got a nurse yelling at me, screaming at me. She's trying to calm me down because I'm ripping everything out, right? I feel a hand touch my forehead and I feel the presence of God. Right? What my God is. I felt it.
Well, congrats, man, that's crazy. But I mean, obviously, if you've been in recovery rooms, you understand that that experience is different for everybody, but that moment is shared. Something so chaotic happens that you have to analyze what behavior and what factors put me in that situation. Because obviously it wasn't your fault that those guys attacked you. But
it was, let's be fair.
No, but I mean, 3 guys tried to kill you. That's not normal.
I get that piece of it, but I also understand my part. So it wasn't like I was just some guy that fell on my hard times and just was sitting there not bothering nobody. No, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of that too, let's be fair, right? Like,
you do now, but I think what a selfish, you know, addictive person might do is they'd wake up and say, fuck those guys, I'm gonna go get loaded. I just survived something shitty, I need to celebrate.
And I did, let's be fair. But the swelling of the brain, memory loss. So I would have a resentment, because I have a gun buried in the desert out there somewhere. I don't even know if the gun works, like, let's be fair, I'm no badass at all. But like my mind is telling me, I'm gonna get those fuckers, I'm gonna get those fuckers, those fuckers, right? The swelling of the brain, literally every 10 minutes, I would forget everything. It's an amazing, for you new in recovery, it's amazing. Yeah. I don't recommend it. It hurts like a motherfucker. I had like ringing inside my head for 3 months straight. It sounded like that train, but it was amazing. It gave me a free pass for 3 months. And by that time I was already like coming out of treatment, living in sober living, starting to buy in, and I said, okay.
Obviously, I'm sure you've seen the YouTube videos and like some of the local folklore, and this concept of mole people has become this urban legend in Las Vegas.
Trash.
We were talking to people on the streets, random people on the strip, and they were like saying they make like child snuff films down there.
Trash.
Someone said something that someone actually said they glow in the dark because they haven't seen sunlight in like a year.
They're not real people. They're all like dismembered. It's all like a big incest ring of just rat people underground. Like,
it's interesting how the oversaturated media of the tunnel has kind of created this urban legend that it's like the sketchiest people and that it's this like vast underworld of
It's the
criminals.
fear of the unknown. There's not one place in this world where that hasn't had an effect, right? It's the fear of the unknown, so I assume. I assume because I heard that, you know what I mean? Like, that's really why the name is so important to us, right? We want to shine a light on this, a true and honest message of what it really is, right? We take out as many people as we can from all walks of life to show them. Because what happens is then they become our advocates. They become the advocates for the people that are living there. That this is really what's going on. It's not this crap you're telling yourself. Like, I hate that term, mole people. It makes my fucking skin boil.
How come?
It's just like, it's disrespectful, right? It's no different. It's like a, I don't want to, it's like a, it's a lack of understanding. It's a lack of empathy. Because those are somebody's brothers, sisters, uncles, cousins, grandmothers that fell on hard times for whatever the reason, right? And there's not one family that I know of that hasn't been touched by addiction, mental health, bad luck, right? And we all know what they feel. We all know what they feel. We just haven't all felt it at the same exact time to this extreme, right? We all know hopelessness. We all know depression. We all know isolation, separation, disassociation, right? Lack of hope, thinking we're powerless, thinking it's not gonna work. Like, of course, those are common, right? On a daily basis. But they're feeling it in that perfect storm all in one time. You know what I mean? How are they going to get out of it? How powerless did you feel in those moments when you didn't have hope, right? Somehow you were able to walk through it, right? But they're not, because it's so overwhelming and all happening at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like to say they're mole people. It's just another way to hold them down.
Yeah.
When the reality is the shame is on those people, right? Because they're not doing anything to fix the problem.
Yeah.
All right. So instead of looking at myself, I'm going to shame you, and my hands are clean.
If you'd like to donate to Shine a Light, you can go to their website, shinealightlv.com/donate. I'll leave the link in bio. And if you live in the Vegas area and want to help, maybe consider volunteering on Wednesdays. Anywho, after a week of covering the tunnels, I was ready to switch gears and received an anonymous tip by the way of email that DARE, you know, the widely mocked Reagan-era school program that aimed to fight the war on drugs by teaching middle school students about the dangers of marijuana, cocaine, graffiti, gangs, and beyond, would be relaunching after losing its federal funding in 2006 when studies emerged showing that the number of juvenile drug users actually increased after DARE's nationwide launch in the early 90s. Now, apparently though, DARE is coming back as a result of fentanyl and vaping, and their commencement ceremony was to be held just a mile away from the tunnels at the soon-to-be-demolished Tropicana Casino. So we packed our bags, headed over there, and immediately spotted a pro-drug protester outside the building, who apparently had just been kicked out.
Daryl Gates said, quote, every drug user should be shot and killed in the streets.
But I do believe that we've got to get serious.
That is the center and core tenet of the DARE philosophy, by associating drugs with violence. Drugs are not violent. Try doing some. Legalize heroin! Every drug should be legal!
This is Haley, the only protester outside the International DARE Conference in Las Vegas, where inside, hundreds of future DARE officers are being trained by seasoned veterans. Like Retro Bill, who once told me, by way of a roll-in TV set in 5th grade, not to do cocaine or join a gang.
These illegal drugs are always bad for you. Marijuana is also a harmful drug. Say no! Get the police involved to help you solve gang problems in your community.
And somehow, there I was, face to face with him in my hotel room.
Retro Bill, capital R-E-T-R-O, capital B-I-L-L, also known as the International Dare Safety and Self-Esteem Buddy, official title. I've been motivationally speaking professionally for 25 years. We never know. You could watch a documentary on television. You can see a news segment on TV, right? You can read a book. You can read a quote, right? You can hear a speaker speak. It could be a teacher, a counselor, a police officer, a Retro Bill, and all of a sudden, just know this, something will click for somebody in a positive way.
Retro Bill sees the DARE program as an opportunity to stop children from heading down a path of drugs and destruction. Haley, on the other hand, does not agree.
Ignorance is killing people. Poverty is killing people. Heroin is a medicine. Look up Dr. Barbara Brower. Dr. Barbara Brower is a physician and scientist in Switzerland using heroin to treat schizophrenia and other psychiatric.
It's a pretty strong medicine, though.
Well, yeah, but anything can be, alcohol is a pretty strong medicine, but yet we still can drink beer. Yeah. You can have beer, you can have jungle juice, moonshine stuff,
If you'd like to see our complete documentary, DARE Conference, which features interviews with the president of DARE, Retro Bill, the DARE Student of the Year, DARE Officer of the Year, the captain of DARE Mexico, and other concerned school security officers, go to our Patreon, www.patreon.com/channel5. Again, that's www. patreon.com/channel5. As many of you know, we are a completely independent, primarily crowdfunded news.
Matt's gonna explain the competition here today.
Yeah, today we're pulling apart all the fast food burgers. We've got 6 or 7 spots. Charlie and I don't know what's from where, so we're gonna have like the buns laid out from each one. We can't pick the same place. We both have to pick what we think our favorite bun is, and we're crafting our perfect burger for the crew to taste test. And loser eats Long John Silver's for lunch tomorrow.
So there is like I don't want to lose because it's Long John Silver's, and I feel like that's just elaborate suicide.
Yeah, that's torture.
But there are a couple items on there where you can probably survive, like if you just got the Hush Puppies or something.
That is true. Or maybe there's one that's just fries.
Or just fries, yeah.
Let's get that first item rolling.
Ass. I love this shit. As long as it don't involve me.
I want to stay off of.
As long as it don't involve me. I love this shit.
Each other because life
Personally.
is short and we need the time. The time we have isn't that to love instead of arguing with each other, you know?
Hey, yo, Chad, if you want to argue with each other, you can do so here.
Scouts, I'm gonna.
I love my Chad. Just start fucking freaking out on each other.
There we go. I hope you're.
Hey, Chad, find some motherfucker in chat. Call him a slur.
Before I became a magical
Get him.
girl, I wrote web novels on the internet. So I know a little bit about writing and world building as well. And other than that, stonks.
Tag someone who's not me.
Yeah, well, why? Cause magical girl need
Hi,
to make
Sylvie.
a living too.
Hi, Sylvie.
Right? You know, magical girl finding
Yo,
a
Sylvie,
job
this VTuber's gonna die in a
doesn't
year.
pay you money.
And you're doing nothing about it. Imagine that. You letting her ass die and you don't even care.
Spending your entire night outside, flying around, finding stuff, and you often spend the next day just sleeping. Right? If you sleep on work, you're gonna get fired. It's very bad. So like, I need a way to make a living somehow, isn't it? Yeah.
Just rob a bank. Am I crazy?
Depiction of myself that I drew. It stonks. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Look at her go, man. Look at her go.
Media.
But I'll be real, bro. I mean, do people not realize that there's like infinite money at a bank? And if you were to commit one crime and rob a bank, you'd be good forever? So like, what are you
A
doing?
lot of enemy.
Like, just go to an ATM and withdraw $10 million and just never pay it back.
Person of culture.
What are they gonna do?
Possibly. I enjoy.
If you get caught, just give it back.
Person, right? I enjoy anime that has cute girls still suffering. Cute girls still suffering.
Yep.
Cute girls still suffering.
Yep, they do. Yep.
Cute girls still suffering.
Yeah. Berserk.
Cute girls still suffering.
Yep.
And of course,
Berserk.
finally, cute girls still suffering.
Yep.
Based. I'm so based.
Yeah, Casca does suffering too.
True.
I'll bet you'd like that. Check that shit out.
One extra special mention though is a manga that's super niche, but I also really like. It's called Forex Fighter Kurumi-chan. It's basically about cute girls doing trading foreign exchange pairs.
FX Fighter? You should play Waifu Fighter. That's some good shit. What the fuck are we watching? We're watching a VTuber debut shit.
It's a super accurate depiction of what I feel
Why are you
like what
bothering me?
people feel like when they lose and make money. So this manga is very niche and there's not many people who read it, but I really, really like it. I even bought physical copies of it, I think. Music. I enjoy Japanese music. Some of the artists I listen to include Kaf, Sayori, Luna, Ano,
Oh, Otto?
and such.
Sayori sounds so familiar.
Also, really like Porter Robinson, but he's like kind of half Japanese music at this point.
Who in the hell is who is
Yes,
Porter
I am a
Robinson?
Gigantic weeb.
This all sounds insanely familiar.
Yeah, what kind of like? My favorite song of all time is Nanashi Mumezu.
Shelter? Wait, yo, chat, sing it.
It's so beautiful, so powerful.
Can you sing it?
I wish I would. I wish I can cover it someday. Maybe I will do it. And generally,
Don't you need to put Spawn in the title or something? I have it. It's at the end. Hashtag ad.
White noise when I work.
What the hell do you think hashtag ad mean, brother man?
Avoid music that
Why do you think it says hashtag ad in the title?
Which I understand.
What do you think this is?
I used to listen to some English music as well before I moved here. But as I learned English and I was able to understand what the lyrics mean, listen to the song while understanding what they're singing can be kind of distracting. So I just stopped
Do you
listening
play
to
gacha
English
games?
music and like basically I'm gonna listen to Japanese music now. Now that she moved from Hololive, yeah. Her song, her original song is my favorite song of all time. Some games I like,
Say gacha games. Okay.
I like From Software games.
Kingdom.
You know, it's a. This might be a controversial opinion, but like I feel like FromSoft games are kind of like real life when you think about it.
True. They're really hard and then you die.
Yeah. I'm gonna play
That's
a
so
fair
fucked
bit
up,
of
bro.
FromSoft Souls-like games, I think. And other than that,
Yeah.
when I'm by myself, chill.
City Skylines?
play
Holy
some
shit, she needs to
City
meet Sarah.
Skylines. I enjoy games where I build stuff. I enjoy building stuff more than I enjoy.
Come on, gacha
more than I
game.
enjoy blowing
Give me a
stuff up.
gacha game.
I wish there's more games.
Give
about
me a
blowing stuff,
gacha
'cause
game.
Most of the games are about blowing stuff up, you know.
Yo, Shinya, let's chill. In like 30 minutes. You down? Wanna play League or
I
something?
also play Valorant, but I'm so bad at it. It's not even funny.
Yeah, Valo, hell no. Pass.
Other than that, HoloCure as well. HoloCure is an
good
awesome
game!
that
Good
my
game!
favorite part about it is the house module that where you have a house, you can farm, you can fish,
Yeah.
you can hang out with other cute girls, you can decorate your house like that. When I'm feeling alone, when I'm lonely and I have no one to talk to and I don't know what to do,
Me every day. Sag.
I would just go into this game and I would just fish for like.
Someone needs to make a VTuber gacha game. The problem is I hate most
Break comes
VTubers.
out yesterday. HoloCure. No,
Once I know
I'm
who they
gonna
are.
Play that as well. I'm definitely gonna play that.
Yeah, they're gonna play Hollow Break. You welcome.
Yes.
Yeah.
I also enjoy games with good storytelling, such as visual novels, but they can be a difficult thing to present on stream, so I don't know if I'm going to stream them or not.
Do it, bro.
Finally, cute girls are always a bonus, right?
So gacha
wish
games.
More games are not. I wish more games are not afraid to have cute girls in them. If it's a good game, a cute girl make it great. If it's a medium game, cute girls make it better. If it's a bad game, cute girls make it less bad.
I agree.
Just literally, it just makes it better.
And then all the cute girls end up being dudes. And then you're like, shit, I'm
I enjoy
gay.
seeing cute stuff. I enjoy seeing beautiful
That's okay,
stuff.
though.
Hashtags and stuff. My Yoshi mark is this hourglass with a ribbon. After halfway point, which is around 180 something days after my debut, halfway between debut and graduation, the hourglass was switched.
How homeboy gonna at me with an alright, bro, when I'm trying to be nice, bro? Usually gacha games. Alright, bro, relax.
I blew all my money on this VTuber thing. I don't have money for gacha games anymore.
Oh, true.
But if I become rich again,
Yeah, that's actually probably real.
I'm gonna try.
That is actually probably giga true, bro. VTuber models are
My
insane.
general hashtags
I wonder
is
who her
just
rigger
gonna
is.
Be Nancanales, my name. My fan name, what I came up with is Keepies. It's timekeepers to
Her what?
to make it cuter, so it's
Her
Keepies.
rigger, chat.
Alright, Can I call
The
you
one who
Kippies
rigs
now?
the model.
Kippies. Some fun things about
Oh,
me.
cute ass emote. What the fuck?
One of my web novels was selected to be translated.
Bro.
To deal with contract
What
is too
the
complicated. I
fuck?
need to,
That
like,
is so cute.
Ship it to Canada and
God
I have to
damn.
sign it and then I have to ship it back.
It's KVXR? Oh, okay, cool.
Send and
Thanks,
buy
Lacey.
it.
Let me mind you here. Holy shit,
I
Lacey. You're a
have a little
30-month
brother.
sub?
Which is much younger than
Good
me. He's
God.
Like 6
Where
or
the
7 years old now.
What the fuck?
He doesn't understand what I'm doing. Also as a joke, I cosplayed as Pekra. Wait, no. I bought cover stock. I bought cover stock. I bought a little bit of cover stock.
Tectone, I have to announce that I am currently watching your stream.
Just as a joke, but slowly I began to realize I think it's actually a decent investment, so I just keep adding. I have
Good shit, man.
$1,000.
Good shit.
Cover
Hey,
stock
W,
right now.
brother, man. I wish everybody, I wish
have a
everybody would come into
financial
chat with that energy.
success. Financial
You should have used an
interest in the
emote, though.
Success of whole life, legit.
Yeah.
But however, I have made some questionable financial choices, such as
2,000 on Star Citizen is insane.
$2,000 on the video game that is not going to complete before my end. Yeah. One day I might give you a tour of my $2,000. It's actually closer to $2,500.
Bro, imagine all these normies who don't play gacha games think spending $2,000 on a game is a lot.
But
Casuals.
yeah, no, I
Okay?
play this
When they
game.
say $2,000 on a
Why
video
did I
game,
do
you know what
it?
I call that? I call that Tuesday.
Why did I do it?
I call that shit Tuesday. Weekend sales, cookie run.
Final thing is, look at the
Snap that shit, baby. I spent 2K on Cookie Run last night. Dude, I spent 2K on your
Than
mom.
the other eye.
And then she gave me $1,999 back because I'll be real, she wasn't worth it. Okay?
Basically normally, but if I
You got ripped off? Oh no, she gave it back. It was just $10. You know what? Even $10 is still a ripoff, low key.
I can't even see the screen. I can't even
She gave
read
me
what's on
50
the
afterwards.
screen right now. So I have prescription glasses, but I refuse to wear them because I don't like how they look.
Same.
In daily life, this really doesn't affect me.
My mom's in the
Just
hospital and she
fun
can't
thing
walk. Was it
trivia.
you?
Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe the clock is doing
2,000
something
sure
to
is a
make my
lot of
eyesight
money.
worse. Because a lot of
Bro, I can make
YouTubers
$2,000 in 5
have
seconds.
goals and
Today's stream is sponsored by
list what
Raid Shadow.
content should people be expecting? I have decided basically to compile those items into a list.
Okay.
A bucket list of some sort that basically is somewhere, I think 24 things I want to do before I kick the bucket.
Jesus Christ.
And here we go.
Oh, look at that.
These are the things I want to finish before my run ends. If I can do them all, I would have happily, I will be able to happily go out into the sunset, into the night, and have no regrets.
That's
I
fun.
want to finish as much of these items as possible in the 1 year I have, and a lot of them are probably gonna require your help as well.
Okay.
For one, first, I'm gonna have a happy debut, which is what I'm doing.
She
right
needs to
now.
get in drama at least once. I agree.
I would like to make 10 friends.
I agree. Immediately. Immediately.
I want to have a collab with another YouTuber.
Here, I'm going to show her some
on the
respect.
date,
I'm going to sit in
and
silence
stay up all
for
night
1 whole
from
minute
The sun goes down to
and let
the
her
sun
take over
comes
my
up
stream.
again. Here, streaming, hanging out with you. It sounds really fun. I haven't put an all-nighter before. I was a good girl, you know. I was such a good girl. I didn't even do that. Other things I want to have. I'll be really happy if someone drew me a piece of fan art. It doesn't matter if the art is good, the effort is enough. I want to meet someone I can only dream of meeting. And I guess we'll just see how it's gonna go. I want to go to a convention. I'm probably going to go to Offkai and TwitchCon. I have the ticket spot. And I also want to travel to Japan for one last time to see this beautiful country that I always wanted to travel to. It's my first time traveling internationally alone, it will be, but I think I could do it. And I also host a charity stream to, help people. In the gaming front, I would like to beat a difficult game and beat a horror game as well. Even though I'm super scared of the horror games, you gotta face your fear. I want to face my fear for once. I want to get good in a competitive video game, which I'm always bad at. I was Iron in League of Legends, Iron in Valorant, not even ranked in Apex. It's probably Apex or Valorant that I want to try my absolute best. To try my best and just see how far can I get if I really, really try, and what kind of rank I can get to. Other than that, it would be really nice if I can have a speedrunning world record, I would also like to write a novel. I haven't wrote stories in a while, and it will be first time I write in English. My English isn't that good, so the prose might not be super beautiful, but I already have an idea of what to write, and I want to do it. I want to finish the story before the year ends. I want to make an ASMR video. And I want to try voice acting, because they are very idol-like stuff, I want to be an idol. I would also learn another language and learn how to do art, because you gotta keep learning. Even if I don't have much time, there is meaning in learning stuff itself. Right? Before my time ends, I want to celebrate my last birthday on stream. I want to make an original song. I'll cook an elaborate last meal for myself. I'll leave a message to everyone who loved me. And then finally, after everything, I want to have a happy goodbye. So that I can smile. So that I can smile knowing that everything I want to do has been fulfilled. So I can smile knowing that I had a great year. I hope when that day comes, I will be able to smile. And maybe you can smile as well. Now on the credit section. Somewhere around 40 people, I think.
Chad, I will make
work
sure
on this
she has a
project
happy goodbye.
in one capacity or
I will be the
other.
one to make sure she has a happy
Due to
goodbye.
time constraints, I wouldn't be able to go over each and every one of them super.
Because just like a man going to a Chinese
So I'm
masseuse,
just gonna say the important ones.
I will make sure there's a happy ending.
I'm really, really thankful for my mono artist Lokon and my regular Kivax art for making me so pretty,
Chad, do I look pretty?
This is everything. This model is everything I wanted.
It's beautiful.
It's just so pretty. It's so beautiful. I cannot. It's like it's just the same, if not
Hey,
better
Chad.
than what it is in my.
I'm going to
dreams.
kill her in 1 year.
I will also have special things.
I'm going to
for
send the
the
dick
artist
tone
for the
missile at her
reference sheet,
location.
Nanazuki Seika, And my manager Tessa will help me put everything together and reach out and help me reach out to people.
Did somebody make that an
help
email?
me to do a lot of the marketing stuff.
Dick tone missile.
But I didn't know how to do it myself.
Oh, cool.
Here's my reference sheet.
That is fucking adorable.
And, I wish, I'll be really happy if someone.
Holy
makes
shit,
an art
that's
of it,
cute.
Makes a fan art of it, you know?
Damn, bro.
The animation you see in the beginning is largely done by the amazing, very talented Alamas.
Looks dope.
And he basically did everything. He even offered to do the music, but I have another composer. Oh. Wait.
I'm confused. Does he actually have 1 year left to live, or is it the VTuber model? It's the VTuber model, man. She's not dying.
This is fine. I'm gonna.
It's the VTuber model. She's not gonna die in a year. Relax. You got this.
Oh, here we go. Now, okay. Okay. Here we go. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. Right. All of us have some HoloLive fan
You like that?
animation on his YouTube that are also really
Hey, do you think the
and it's
ducks
highly
know that
discovered.
smoking cigarettes is bad for the
You
health?
should check them out if you have time.
Do you think the ducks know they're bad for their health? Like, that duck is gonna get lung cancer.
These are the people who made my stream assets.
Or do you think they not know it because they're just a duck?
Don't ask why there's 2 chat box. It's just don't ask.
Okay.
Just don't ask.
Okay, I won't.
And here are some more people who did
Credit my
illustrations
ass.
and who I commissioned art from.
Credit me. I don't know why, but
And
do
more.
it.
Yeah. They all did a wonderful job, and a lot of people.
Thank me
I'm
for
really
something.
Glad I get to work with all those amazing people. Now onto the schedule.
Yep.
Tomorrow at the same time at 5 p.m. I'm
Yep.
going to have a debut part 2.
Oh, fun.
Where I talk a little bit more about myself.
That's cool. I like
Introduce a
that.
little bit more about
Bro, she should do a debut stream every day for 365 days.
and just
That would be insane.
a little bit less informal. Yeah, electric boogaloo.
Yeah.
I will also have a Q&A section, which you can submit
At
questions
Checkdown,
or
who would
marshmallow
credit you,
now.
bro? Lamau.
There are marshmallow.
I think I deserve it, low-key.
I would try to answer as much question as I could.
Okay.
And we have some time left, so I'll show you around my room and I'll show you around my model. Shall we?
What do you mean, show me around your model? What are you gonna show me? What do you mean by that?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Yo.
Here's the second chat box that I just said. Well, don't ask why there's 2 different chat boxes.
Oh, it's got
They're
gears
just
on
this.
it, bro. Look at that shit.
So
Show me your toggles.
here I am. This is what my entire physical form that look like. I have a bunch of expression. I have so much expression. It doesn't even fit on one stream deck.
What?
Page, like a 4x8, 32 buttons, and it's still not enough.
She has more than
I couldn't do
32 buttons?
I can't do blush. I can be very hungry on you.
Do a hagao.
I can be sad.
That's so cute.
I can be shocked. What the fuck, bro?
That's a good one.
I can have this very disappointed expression.
That's cool.
I have another very disappointing expression.
Stick your tongue out.
I can do some, I don't know, GFE expression.
That's cute.
I can smirk. I can have a different smirk.
That's
I
cute.
can cry very hard.
Yep. When there's no mint. Now what?
I can have this angry mouth face. I can have the starry eye face.
What else?
I have a pillow.
Oh, that's fun.
Pillow very soft. Me very like.
Me very like
Very
pillow. Me very like Eggy baby.
I can turn on my clockwise on or off.
Oh, that cool.
I have a controller. I have a phone which I can use to doom scroll twitter.com in real time. Or
in real time?
Or it's been changed as Code X now, which arguably make it worse.
If you call that shit,
is-
if you call
it
that
is
shit
the
Twitter
worst.
still,
It
you're
is
like 40 years old
probably
minimum.
worse.
I might just keep it a bug.
Sekiro danger expression.
Oh, that's sick. What the fuck?
Your VTuber, or sorry, your VTuber encountered a critical error and need to restart. We're collecting some data and we are restarting it for you.
Insane, genuinely.
I'm back. Restart completed.
Nuclear reacts.
I can also make my eyes go like this. I just
Yeah, I do that to your mother too.
yeah. I can. Yeah.
That's cute.
And also, I can even jump. I can jump.
What?
And I can also walk.
That technology exists?
It's a really pretty model. It's a really
Yo, keep walking.
model, and I like to extend
I was
my
watching
thanks
that.
to my regular KX art again to make this possible. Oh, also, oh wait, I forgot. I think I can turn into a chivy. I gotta find a button. Here we go. Yep, I can become small, and I can become normal.
Bro,
once
that is
again.
freaky as shit to look at.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Cute. Thank you. Thank you.
Very kawaii.
Now, before we go,
What?
there's
Where you going?
a little bit, just one little last thing that I have for you.
Yeah.
There's a Japanese phrase.
Hey boys, when she's gone, I'm gone.
Ichigo
Only I'm
means
not
one
coming back.
period, one lifetime.
It's over, man.
Ichigo means one encounter. Together, it just means a once in a lifetime encounter or experience that cannot be repeated. In the next 300 or so streams
Yeah.
that I got to spend with you,
Yeah.
I hope it'll become something as important, as touching to you as it will be for me.
Oh, I misheard that.
The clock is ticking.
What is ticking?
We have 365 days left.
I only need 2 minutes.
And all those
You
streams,
what?
once they're gone, such an encounter will never happen again in our lifetimes. When they're over, it's over.
That's depressing.
This is the once in a lifetime encounters that cannot be repeated.
Chad, you know what she's gonna do in 365
So,
days?
Before it ends,
Bum,
let's
ba-da-dum,
cherish the
bum,
moment we
bum.
have, and let's make every
Bum,
second
ba-da-bum,
count.
bum,
Shall
bum.
we? I'll be here until the very end.
Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum.
And this is why
Yep.
I designated my art hashtag to be 151art. In Japanese, ichi means 1 and go means 5.
That's cool.
So together, 151 art
Ichigo.
basically represents art that depicts
Eat
those
Chico.
once-in-a-lifetime encounters. Art that showcase the once-in-a-lifetime moments that we and you are going to have together. Hello, world.
What are you?
And nice to finally meet you.
Hey, man, you gotta like not type things like that, bro.
300.
You gotta like not type things like that, bro. Holy fuck, bro. Are you good?
Thank you for
Is
hanging
bro
out.
good?
And I look forward to spend the best year of my life together right here with you.
Let's do it.
Okay?
Okay, I'm down. Let's play Fall Guys. Fortnite. We play Fortnite. Wait. No. Damn, it's already over? Oh, but we were just getting started. All right, boys, I'm gonna rate her. Go give her a follow. Tell her good stream. All right. I'm gonna go chill in the Discord. If you want to go chill in the Discord, feel free to come. I'm gonna rate her. Tell her good stream. Go give her a follow. Go give her your support. Would greatly appreciate it. And boys, I'll see you on the next one, baby. Good stream, boys. Good stream.
I beg you. Oh no, I shouldn't. No, I can't.
Sorry, party's canceled. Waiting on the cable internet guy.
First, I had cable, but those cords weren't me. So he switched to T-Mobile home internet with 5G. What a feeling! I have Wi-Fi now. I need home internet from T-Mobile to fulfill my life.
Get home internet from T-Mobile now, just $50 a month.
Perfect parry. Reflection. Locked. Shockwave. Ooh! Shield breaker? I kind of want to get the shockwave. L1 plus... oh wait, this is like a charge up. I don't know if I want that actually. I'm gonna get ambush. I don't even know if I'm gonna get to use it, but... I'm in the chair.
We have to go through this building.
What is
Try
this?
putting the fusion cell you have here.
Oh. Cool. Can I sneak up on this guy? Oh no. Is he an ant? Oh shit. Shit. I'm dying. Well, that was bad. Trash. There's a human! Oh shit. Oh god. Go again. Oh shit, I didn't know my camera was blocking the HP. There. Hello? Did you miss? Shit. I don't know what the fuck just happened. I still used all of my fucking heals though. Hello? I love delayed attacks. Boa... Boa Koi? Yeah! Lament of despair. The network has been destroyed. I'm completely disconnected from the colony's data link. I don't care. God, there's so many places to go. I'm just gonna go get my flask back. I fucked up real bad. Ant guy is back, but I don't care. Is this just where I was before? Oh yeah, it is, I think. Oh yeah, that's the person I got before. It's a shortcut! Eve is protected by a shield. Eve has damage reduction while the shield's active. I don't think I have a shield with the skin I'm wearing. I just have damage reduction, the shield's active. every fucking time, man. No. I pussied out, I used my big move. Map?
Adam, what is this?
Don't you know this already? It's a map.
A map? How do you influence the
Why did he sigh like that? Just asking, bro. Oh.
Oh. Looks like this used to be a library.
Are these boxes displayed on the wall storage devices?
Sort of. They can only store up to 1 megabyte of data.
What a waste of resources.
So true. Oh shit. Tentacle creature! Dude, the enemies are so I know I keep saying that for every new one, but Jesus. Like, look at it. What the fuck? Ow. Yippee.
The crack is quite deep. It's going to be difficult to pass. We'll have to go across, past the parking tower.
Yellow paint. Yellow paint means go there. That's another shortcut, I guess.
A supply camp in a place like this.
Supply camp? What's that?
It's a depot set up by the airborne squad who came here before.
Looks like
Why is
it's
she
been
like
abandoned for a long
Australian or
time.
British or something?
How come they set up a camp in a corner like this?
Well, the supply camp also serves as an important base.
Is this parking lot important?
It could also mean that this place is very dangerous.
I don't get it. What is happening? Why does the parking lot mean that it's what?
Then I guess this place could be useful for
I don't
us.
understand. Ooh, look! There's some stew! Soup. Supply camps feature more devices than regular camps. You can use the repair console to enhance weapons, increase rechargeable tumbler count, and upgrade your exospines? What? Exospines? You can upgrade your drone, craft nanosuits, and fast travel to other camps. Cool. Look, yeah, there's some soup in the middle. Yo, Garniken, thank you for the prime. Potion, shot grenade. I'm gonna see if I can get, Oh, I have 2 skill points. Okay, so I got the backstab one. I haven't even been able to use that yet. Oh, it wants me to get this one. Select Brink. Can only be used when an enemy is attempting a fatal attack, dodges and teleports behind the enemy to attack, stuns the enemy, charges burst attack. Oh, that's good. When an enemy glows blue and attempts a fatal attack, use blink to counter it. If the enemies within the skill's range, Eve's sword will glow the same color. Press up and circle. Okay. I don't know if I did it right. Do something! Oh. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. Come on. That's a good ability. Okay, then I have one more point. Repulse pushes the enemy away and steps back. Reveals weaknesses of certain... Oh, that one's pretty good. That's like pretty similar to the one I just got though. Reflection on perfect dodge. This one's the counter one. Beta energy theft. Lightning rush. Aerial blow. I think I'm gonna get this. Or not this, this. Repulse. Why is the training music like the Wii Fit music?
I'm out for blood.
I am the Guardian.
Master your fear. Oh. Oh, pathetic creation. So...
This Game Boy Advance SP is in outstanding condition, but the screen honestly kinda sucks. So let's fix that.